good morning and welcome to another day of learning with Miss Tia. Today I'm joined by my daughter Olivia and Samantha. Go ahead and say good morning.
Good morning.
Wave to the camera, sweetie. Wave to the camera. Good morning. Alright, so today is Wednesday. Oh, look at there. We have started into a new month, the month of April. April is the month we're in, and today is Wednesday, the very first day of April, so that will make our number writing very easy today. You only have to write the number 1. Alright, so let's start out with writing our letter K. Alright, so we have been working on the letter K this week, so hopefully all of you have been practicing writing your letter K. So remember, we always start at the, I think I heard at the top. Very good. So we start at the top, we make our one big line straight down, and then we go next to it, and we're going to make a diagonal line into the middle. So diagonal line into the middle, and then we're going to make our diagonal line back down to the bottom. So there is our capital K, and then we're going to make our lowercase k, so we make our straight line again, only we're going to bring our lines a little bit further down, because we're going to make it just a little bit smaller. Here we go, letter K. Alright, so our letter K, what are 3 new words that we can think of that start with the letter K? I bet you guys have something inside your refrigerator that you might put on a hamburger or a hot dog. It's red and it's made out of tomatoes. You got it! It is ketchup. Hopefully you guys got that at home as well. So ketchup starts with the letter K. Let's see, what is something else? Do you guys eat a fruit that is green? It's brown and fuzzy on the outside and is green on the inside. Is a fruit. I know my girls don't eat it, or they are afraid of it because it's green, but it is a kiwi. Kiwi, nice sweet little fruit. Let's think of one more word that starts with the letter K. Can you think of another word that starts with the letter K? How about the word, I know she said kitten, but we already used the word kitten. Alright, so another word that we can think of, how about you guys are going to be graduating from VPK and moving on to kindergarten. Kindergarten starts with the letter K. Alright, so now we're going to get into making some letters. So you might want to pause the video so you can get some items together. You're going to need either your popsicle sticks or your markers, your crayons, whatever you used to make our letters last week, you're going to need this today as well. Except we're going to make letters that have curved lines. Now I have sticks that have curves on them, but you probably don't have these kind of sticks at home. So what I want you to do is when we write our letters today, you can use Play-Doh. So you kind of roll them out like a snake. That way you can make your curved lines. If you don't have Play-Doh, you can use pennies, you can use buttons, you can use little puff balls, little cotton balls, anything that you can use that you can follow and make the line curved. And I'll give you some examples, okay? Alright, so let's get started. Let me put my thing up here so you can see a little better. Alright, so the first letter we're going to make is
R.
An R. Very good, Samantha. We're going to make the letter R. So when we make the letter R, we make one big line starting from the top down, and then we go back to the top and we're going to make our small curve. Now our curve starts at the top and we're going to go here to the middle. So make a small curve, and now we're going to make a straight line from our curve down to the bottom here, okay? So let me get my, oh good, Samantha made her R. Very good, Samantha. Alright. So for my letter R, so if you have your popsicle sticks or your markers or pencils, whatever you had for your straight lines last week, you can use those again. So I'm going to put my straight line here, and then I need a curve. So I have little curved lines here, but what you can do is if you have your cotton balls. You can put your cotton balls up there and kind of make, or your pennies, or your buttons, or you could even use cookies if you want. Little round cookies, you could use those, or little Ritz crackers, anything that you can use that's small, so you can make your little curved lines, okay? So you can use like that, and then let me use a small line here for our R. There we go. Or if you have Play-Doh, you can take your Play-Doh and you're going to roll it out into like a snake. Let me take these off, and I'll show you how you can make a curved line here. So you take your Play-Doh and you're going to roll it out like a snake. So we have a line there, and then I'm just going to kind of curl it around, okay? Make it into the letter C. Alright, so I'm just going to curl it around just like so, okay? And that's how you make with your Play-Doh. So you got to roll it out. It's very good for your hands to squish and to roll the Play-Doh. So we're not trying to take pieces off like this and put them on. We want to roll. You can either roll it into a ball even like this, okay? We want little pieces. We don't want to squish it on. Because when you start squishing it on, then it starts to not look like the letter, okay? So make sure we're rolling it out like a snake, or you can make little balls like this and kind of draw it in the line. So I want you to write it on your paper and then use your things to make your letters, okay? All right, so the letter R. R is for rake, or run, or rat. Very good. All right, let's make another letter. What letter is this?
P.
A P. All right, so for our letter P, we need a straight line and a curved line. All right, so at home, you can use your Play-Doh, or you can use your, or you can use your cotton balls, your pencils, whatever you're using for your curved lines, okay? So we have a straight line and a curved line. So we have a small curved line at the top. So it starts from the top and goes to the middle. Very good, Samantha. All right, so remember, for your curved lines, you can use whatever you have at home. So you should be writing these down on your paper, and then you can use your stuff to make it, or you can just make it without writing it. That's up to you how you'd like to practice. But I would encourage you to use a pencil or a crayon or a marker, something to write the letters as well. But we're having fun making them, so you can make them with whatever you like. All right, so letter P has a curved line. So this one has a straight line and a curved line, and our letter R also had two straight lines and a curved line. Okay, so they had both. Let's see, let's try the next letter. The letter is B. The letter B. So our letter B has one straight line and it has two little curves. Okay, so our letter B. So I'm going to take my straight line, I'm going to make my lines here, and then I need two little curves so I can make my letter B. Alright, there we go. So again, you can make them with your Play-Doh. You just roll them out. Very good. Did you do both? Yep, you did both. Erase that one. That's a P. Okay. Alright, so you can roll out your Play-Doh and make your letter B, or I'll show you without the sticks. So if I wanted to make a B, so I have my little puff balls here. So I'm going to make my line, still starting at the top. So I make my line. Now I'm going to make some curves. So I'm going to take it, start back from the top. I'm going to curve it into the middle. So there's my first curve. And then I'm going to make my second curve, ending at the bottom. So we have our straight line, we go back to the top, we make our curve to the middle, and then we make our curve to the bottom. So we have a letter B. Okay? So that's another way you can do it as well. Just make sure you're writing it on your paper too. Okay? Alright, so let's move to our next letter. Our next letter has only a curve, just a curve. You know what letter I'm thinking of? Just one big curve.
It's a C.
The letter C. One big curve. And for a small c, it's just a smaller curve. So we have our big curve. Okay? So that's pretty easy for you to write. You always start at the top and work your way around. Okay? So some of you, make sure you're starting at the top and not starting here in the middle. Some of you make your C's and they look kind of like this. You know, let's make sure we start at the top and we go around and down to the bottom. So it's like a half circle. Okay? Very good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So again, you can use your Play-Doh. So if I'm going to use Play-Doh this time, and I'm going to roll it out. Nice long curve snake, like a nice long snake. So you have to roll it. You have to push on your Play-Doh and roll it at the same time so it can get longer. Okay. All right. So I have a curve here. So I'm just going to. Here we go. And I have my letter C. Good job. The C makes the same sound as our letter K, which is k, k, k. So C is for cat, where K would be kitten. I don't know why they make two different letters for the same animal. Just, I guess, to make it hard on us, right? So C is for cat, and K is for kitten, a baby cat. All right? All right, let's move on to our next letter. Our next letter has a straight line and a big curve.
D.
It is the letter D. D, D, D for diamond, or dog, or duck. Okay? So I'm going to take my straight line, put it on there, and then my big curve. So the D, we make our curve, we make our straight line first. We go back to the top, and we make our big curve. So we start from the top of the line, and we're going to curve it all the way down and connect it back to the bottom of the line to make our letter D. Okay? All right. Hopefully you're writing these on your paper at home and having fun making the letters with your Play-Doh or your puff balls or your pipe cleaners, whatever you got at home. Okay? All right. So the next letter we're going to do is the letter G. G. The G has one big curve and two straight lines. Okay? So we start at the top again, just like we're making the letter C. So we're going to make one big curve, like the letter C, and then we're going to draw a line here connecting the bottom of our curve, and we make a G. Okay? So one little line here, and then a little line into the middle to make our capital G. So I'm going to get my, very good, Samantha, letter G. Good. So here's my big curve, because that's how we make our G. We always start from the top, and we make our big curve first, and then we add in our little lines. Okay? Alright, so hopefully you are making yours at home too. Alright, so there's our letter G. So G, it makes the sound G, 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 like gumballs, or go, or garage.
Or gorilla.
Gorilla, good job. Or girl. And how about
goat?
A goat? Very good, a goat. Alright, so let's make one more with curved lines. So this one is the letter
O.
Q. Q. Q is like an O, but it has this little line right here that kind of sticks out. That makes it a Q, okay? So make sure when you draw your line, you're not drawing it up here, you're not drawing it over here. Make sure you draw it in the right spot, okay, for your letter Q. Very good, Samantha. Thank you. All right, so this one we need to make one big circle. So I'm going to get my curved lines here. So make one big circle, and then I need a little line to kind of stick out for my letter Q. Good. All right, so you can take your Play-Doh and you can roll it out. Yes. Go. All right, so you can roll it out into like a snake, and then you can make it into the letter O. Kind of connect it at the top. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on, and all right. So the next part of our video, you're going to need your some objects where you're going to make 10. So You need 10 objects. It can be blocks. It can be your puff balls. Excuse me. It can be crayons. It can be markers. What cars, ponies, whatever you're counting with. Okay. So you need 10 items. So let's count them together. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So today we're going to be making the number 10. So make sure you have your 10 items. Alright, so what is a way that we can make the number 10? We're going to add to make 10. So if I take 2, so I have the number 2. How many does that leave me with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 plus 8 gives me 10. So on your piece of paper, you're going to write the number 2. So practice writing your numbers. So we started here. We make a little curve, go down and over. So there's my 2 plus. Now an 8 looks kind of like a snowman. So you make a letter S, but then you go back up. Okay, so we make our S. There's our S, and now I'm going to curve right back up and connect it. So 2 plus 8 equals 10. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use our blocks in a different way to still make 10. So I'm going to put my blocks back together here. So I have 10. This time I think I'm going to take 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5. So 5, oh look, they're the same height. That means this stack is also 5. So 5 plus 5 gives me, what number are we working on? 10. Very good. And it also helps us with our number 1, since that's what our number is today. So here we're going to make our number 5. So remember, we make our neck, start at the top. We make our belly, and we give him a hat. So 5 plus 5 equals 10. So there's more than one way to make the number 10. So let's try another one. Alright, so I'll put my numbers back together. So let's pick a number. How about the number 7? Okay, so I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to put it here. And how many do I have left? So I have 1, 2, 3. So 7 plus 3 gives me what number is my answer? I hope you're all saying 10 at home. So I'm going to write my number 7 and my 3. So 7 plus 3 equals 10. Now we made 3 number sentences that all equal the same number, 10. But we have put the groups in a little differently. So this one we did 7 and 3. Here we did 5 and 5. And here we did 2 plus 8. So there's multiple ways of making the number 10. Let's see if we can do another one. Maybe you can think of one at home. Alright, so let me try another. So I'm put my 10 back together. So I still have 10 blocks. I'm just separating them out differently. How about if I take only 1 and put it over here? Now I have 1 plus, think you can figure that out? 1 plus, we had 10, we took 1 away, we have 9, okay? So I'm going to write my number sentence here. So 1 plus 9 gives me 10. So 1 plus 9 equals 10. Very good, sorry. 1 plus 9 equals 10. Alright, let's try another way to write the number 10, to add to make 10. So I'll put my 1 back on here. Alright, I'm going to try, how about, I'm going to take, 4? How about 4? So I took 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write my number 4. So here's my 4 plus, how many did that leave me? Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leaves me with 6. So can you write the number 6? So 4 plus 6 equals, how many do we have? Please tell me you're saying the number 10, because that's what number we're working on, 10. Different ways to add to the number 10. Alright, So if you can think of another way to add to 10, please go ahead and do that at home, and maybe take a picture of a different way that you can add to 10 and upload it to our comments, okay? Now, our next part of the video, we're going to do a little bit of movement and some music, okay? So what I would like you to do is you're going to need to get up and be able to move around. So find a space where you can do some moving. We're going to count to 100 with Jack Hartman and our counting to 100 every day, okay? So when we're counting, make sure you're trying to say the numbers. I'm going to show the numbers. Make sure you're doing the numbers as well, counting them, okay? Saying them verbally as well as looking at them. And then try to do the movements, okay? So he might tell you to clap up high. So you're going to clap up high, 1, 2, 3, and he's counting by tens. So each set of 10, you change to a different movement. Okay, so hopefully you have fun with this next part of the video.
Count to 100 every day. Keep your mind and body in shape. Let's get fit, have some fun. Count to 100 by ones. Get ready to exercise and count. Stretch your arms. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
stretch your legs.
Move your hips back and forth.
11,
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Pump each arm up.
All right, punch the sky.
21,
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
2 arm circles.
Put your arms out and stern them in
31,
circles.
32, 33,
34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
shoulder shrugs.
Move your shoulders up and down. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
Pump elbows back.
Punch the sky. In front of you. Punch in front of you.
54,
55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60.
2 windmills.
Touch your toes.
61,
62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70.
walk in place.
Walk in place.
71,
72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80.
Now jog
Now
in
you're going to
place.
run in place.
81,
82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90.
clap up high.
All right, hands up. Clap on the top of your head.
92, 93,
93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Woohoo, we did it.
Count to 100 every day. Keep your mind and body in shape.
Let's get fit, have some fun. Count to 100 by ones. Thank you, Jack Hartman. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed that video with Jack Hartman getting moving and counting to 100. Alright, so that concludes our video for today. So make sure that you comment in the section down below and say, hi Miss Tia, I really enjoy seeing who's joining us today, and make sure you take some pictures. I love to see what you're doing at home as well. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like the videos so we can continue making them. Okay? So until tomorrow, goodbye.